Friends, welcome to my class today. Today we'll see a procedure on hygiene that is called as bed bath. Okay, so bed bath, or it is also called as sponge bath. So that is when patient is immobilized. Okay, immobilized means when patient is not able to move from the bed due to any conditions, maybe unconscious, paralysis, or any fracture, or any post-operative condition, any surgical patient. So whenever or chronically debilitated, okay, that means in old age when patient is so chronically ill, okay, jada bimar and he cannot rise from the bed, then we have to give bath in the bed. Okay, so we must see that person is clean in the hospital. Okay, so every day morning we have to give bath for the patient, and that procedure is called as bed bath or sponge bath. Okay, so we'll see the articles needed for the procedure. So we need two basins. Okay, one for clean water and one for soap water. Okay, so we need two jugs. This one we need hot water and in one cold water. Okay, hot water should be very hot so that when we are mixing it should be in such a way that patient is tolerable. Okay, so it should not be very hot or it should not be too hot, so we have to mix. So we have to collect one hot water and one jug of cold water. Tray should be there which will have a towel, this to wipe the patient after cleaning with water, and a dress to change after giving bath, and we need a small Macintosh and towel. Okay, so this inside you can see rubber sheet, it is called as Macintosh. Okay, in medical term it is Macintosh, and a towel. This is to prevent soiling of the bed. Okay, whenever we give bath, sometimes water may spill in the bed, so to prevent soiling and spilling of water we use the Macintosh and towel. Okay, and we need two sponge cloth, or it is called mitten. Okay, so it will be like this. So this is little big, you can also use smaller. Okay, so you have to make mitten like this. Okay, when we are giving sponge to the patient we can make, and then touch the water and clean the person. Okay, so for this you use two, one again for soap water and one for clean water. Okay, and we need a gown. This is to protect our body so that water should not spill in the nurse's body. Okay, whoever is giving clean. And then we need one soap. This is to clean, give soap and apply soap and clean the person, and gloves to prevent infection and also to wear in the hands. Okay, and we need a cotton. This is to plug the ears, so accidentally water should not fall in the patient ear. So to plug the ears we use cotton, and the kidney tray to receive the waste. To make a paper bag to collect the cotton and infectious waste. Okay, before starting procedure we have to provide privacy for the person, so that you have to bring a screen and close the area where you are doing the procedure. Go and wash your hands before doing any procedure. You have to put on the gowns. Tie the gown, and then you have to unfold all. Okay, so these all are tucked inside, so you have to first unfold it. Okay, and then you can also remove the dress. Okay, while turning the patient, always you must bend the knee first. Okay, so first bend the knee, then take the hand and keep it on the abdomen. Okay, and then you have to slowly turn. Okay, so this is how you turn the person. Okay, so just loose everything, press and just keep it like this. Okay, so that it will be easy for cleaning. Okay, and then you have to remove any pillows, and also see the fan, everything should be switched off. Okay, so because patient may feel so much cold, they say that the person is having some respiratory problem. Okay, at that time we must not lower the head end. Okay, so always in respiratory problem we will give 45-degree head up. Okay, so that is when patient is having 45-degree up, the the diaphragm will come down. Okay, so that there will be place in the lungs for breathing. So always the head should be 45-degree up in case of respiratory problem patient. So in case if there is an indication that patient should not lie flat on the bed, then you have to raise the head end of the bed. Okay, otherwise you can make the patient flat. Okay, so now pour the water. So both water, okay, one is hot and one is cold, so you have to pour it like this. Okay, and same way you can, okay, pour it like this. And also you have to have a bucket at the bottom. So this is when any waste, so if a patient is so dirty, it will become black. Then you can remove this water and again you can use a new water. Okay, so for that you can have a bucket to discard the waste water. Okay, and then now we will explain the procedure. Okay, so hello ma'am, I am going to clean you today so that you will be feeling comfortable and you will have a aesthetic look in the hospital. Okay, so like that you have to explain. First, when you are cleaning the face, you have to keep the Macintosh and towel. Also check the temperature of the water. So if there is a lotion thermometer, you have to check. So the temperature should be 110 to 115 degree Fahrenheit. Okay, so 110 to 115 degree Fahrenheit should be for adults. In case of children, it is 100 to 105 degree Fahrenheit. Okay, so you have to check the temperature. Otherwise, you can just pour it in the back of the palm. Okay, so you have to pour and check and see whether the water is hot. Okay, so that is it should not be too hot or too cold, so it should be a tolerable. Now we have to use the gloves. So take the gloves. So whenever you are taking the first glove, you have to take from the inside area. Okay, so you should not touch the outer area and then wear it like this. Okay, even if you cannot wear, you leave it, later you can adjust. Okay, and when you take the next one, so this outer and outer can meet. Okay, so you have to touch from the outer area and then, okay, so like this you have to wear the gloves. So outer can touch. You have to take the mitten and nicely tuck it inside. Okay, and first you have to squeeze it. Okay, and then take two cottons and plug the ears. Okay, here there is no hole, but if patient is there, he will be plugging on the ears. Okay, so like this you have to keep in the ear so that water should not fall in the person's ear. Okay, so then with the with the water you will be cleaning. Okay, so do only one stroke. Okay, so one side this stroke and one side this stroke. Okay, you will be applying the soap. Okay, apply the soap nicely and same way apply it like, okay, and then take a clean water. Okay, then you have to clean it. You have to wipe with the towel. Okay, so wipe with towel and then you have to remove the Macintosh and towel. Okay, and for every area when you are keeping, you have to keep on doing like this. Okay, and always you should remember from farthest area to the nearest area and then cleanest area to the less clean. Okay, sir, like head is cleanest and leg is less clean. Okay, so always remember cleanest to less clean and farthest to nearest. Okay, whenever you are cleaning, and then you finish the head, then take the hand like this and keep it on the, okay, so Macintosh and towel. Okay, only you have to expose the area where you are cleaning. Okay, other area will be closed. Okay, so like this you have to again make one stroke this side. Okay, so like this you will be cleaning. Okay, make one stroke and same way next you have to use the mitten, apply soap. Okay, then you have to same way apply the soap like this Okay, and axilla will be little dirty, so last stroke will be in the axilla. Okay, then same way next you have to use the clean water. Same way on the top, then at the back and in the sides. Okay, so axilla will be, from axilla you have to clean the sides. Okay, then same way take the towel. Okay, and keep the hand like this on the towel and you have to clean it. Okay, we repeat it in the next side. Okay, so this side you have to close nicely and only the hand you will be exposing. Okay, and then same way repeat the procedure. Okay, so with 1 mitten you will be cleaning, then you apply soap, then you will be cleaning. Okay, then with the towel you are doing, you have to nicely roll it and clean. Okay, after that you have to lift this and in the chest area. Okay, you have to put the, and only expose the chest. Okay, so with the clean water start from here. Okay, and like this you will be cleaning. Okay, and next again with soapy water. Okay, so clean it. So clean it from the upper abdomen. Okay. Okay, then now you have to apply the soap and clean. Okay, and then with the towel you will be, okay, soap water, then clean water, and with the towel you have to clean the area. Okay, so then you have to do it for the farthest limb. So same procedure. Okay, make a mitten and first on the top. Okay, then in the sides. Okay, and then in the below like this. Okay, again same way apply the soap. On the top, side. Okay, next with the clean water. Okay, so then you have to clean the lower limb. Okay, same procedure. Now close the other leg, and then you have to place the Macintosh and towel here. Okay, and same way repeat the procedure. Okay, and after doing this ones you have to turn the person to the back. Okay, so you have to clean the back. So same way you have to flex means bend the knee. Okay, and then keep the hand on the abdomen, and then you will be turning the person. In the back you have to do in a motion like this. Okay, go like this, come like this. Okay, same way you have to apply the soapy mitten. So, okay, make a zigzag clean. Again with clean water you have to clean. Okay, and then wipe it with the towel. Okay. Change the dress and you have to so put one side and then you can remove the other dress. Okay, so like this you have to change the dress cloth, you have to discard it in the laundry bag. Okay, after putting the dress of the patient, place the pillow on the patient's head and then you have to put the top sheet on the patient and tuck it. put the top sheet and then you have to tuck it on all the sides. Okay, and see patient is comfortable. Procedure, you have to do the aftercare of the patient and article. So here you have to replace all the patient's clothing. So whatever thing we are taking from the patient, like any dress or towel, everything you have to replace, and you have to straighten the bed linen so that it is without any wrinkles, and remove the bathsheet, towel and dress, whatever is hospital's belonging we have used, like towel or if any dress, then you have to take it to the laundry and you have to make sure they are cleaning, and change the bed linen if needed. Okay, some hospitals have policy of changing every day, some twice a week or some thrice a week. According to the policy, you have to change the bed linen, and you have to provide proper position and alignment so that patient is comfortable in the bed. And then you have to take all the articles to the utility room, so that is all the basin and whatever water, everything you have to discard it and clean the basin and also disinfect, and all the washcloth you have to disinfect and send to laundry, and put back all the articles in the proper place. Okay, so clean and put the articles in proper place, and after procedure you have to wash the hands and record the procedure in the nurse's notes. While recording, you have to record date, time and type of bath was given, and in the skin if there is any abnormalities. Okay, like some patients may have a pressure sore or any injuries, so whatever abnormalities you have found, you have to mark it. Okay, with sponge bath we also must provide other care like oral hygiene, eye care, and perineal care, and also nail and feet care, hair combing, etc. So which all will be dealt in the next classes. Thank you for listening. Please like, share, subscribe and click the notification button for regular update of my videos. Thank you.